I want to kind of highlight just how nice and clear it is. This is from EarthCam looking up, and you can see even at this time of day little stars in the sky. So even with the city lights, it's so nice and clear. Passaic at 40, Caldwell 2, LaGuardia coming in at 42 degrees with Belrose at 40. So it is a chilly start. Danbury right at freezing with Lake Carmel at 30 degrees. Chester now up to about 34. We are still looking at some persistent maybe sprinkles or some flurries through parts of the Catskills and the Poconos as well, but otherwise getting off to a nice start here. By 10 o'clock, 45 degrees, more clouds with the afternoon and midday. Temperature-wise, 50 degrees and a brisk northwest wind, so you still want to bundle up a bit. And then as we get into the evening hours, a few clouds, temperatures holding in the mid-40s. All right, 6:01, Adele, how's it looking out there?
Not in great shape right now, at least not in Essex County here in New Jersey. Route 21, McCarter Highway northbound side is completely shut down because of a serious fire between Center Street and Rector Street. The fire is in a parking deck that's under construction now. Even though this is a highway, if you know the area, there are certain residential areas through there, so you are definitely going to want to avoid the area. Expect to see closures on the southbound side as well, and the FDR Drive northbound 20th Street to 34th Street. Still seeing construction causing backups. Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. In developing.
And if you are making your way, I'm here. If you are making your way out to the roads in New Jersey, McCarter Highway, Route 21 northbound, completely shut down over by Center Street because of fire department activity. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to help you get around it. Let's take a live look outside right now, though, onto the Cross Bronx Expressway by the Bronx River Parkway. You're watching Today in New York.
Welcome back. Beautiful sky here in the city. It's 6:13 on a Friday, 41 degrees out right now. Well, in New Jersey, a high school senior has become the first current student to be elected to his district school board.
So he won this election less than 2 weeks after he turned 18. Ted Nook's Jackie Beckford tells us how he pulled it off, even as he was working towards his diploma. That's right. Congratulations, Tim Maria.
When your friend's your campaign manager, you can't go wrong.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes, and adults, be nicer. My goodness.
Yes, exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. Well, we've got a nice view from Jersey, by the way, and looking across the Hudson and that beautiful, clear, brightening sky. So we're off to a nice, quiet start on this Friday. As far as temps go, not too bad. We've got 41 degrees, a little bit of a breeze, so that wind chill factor coming in at 37. It will get a little gusty from time to time, but we can manage it. Not nearly like we had earlier in the week. So sun and clouds through about midday, and then more clouds by the afternoon. We'll hit about 48 degrees at lunchtime, but that west-northwest wind about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So you still want to bundle up. We'll end up right about 50 degrees with dry skies through this evening. If you're going to be out and about, 46 degrees through 8 p.m. Again, a little bit of a breeze. Definitely a bigger factor, the gusty winds by the time we get to Sunday and Monday. So a little reprieve tomorrow. Sunday and Monday, in the wake of our next front, we are going to see that really impact how it feels by Monday, with highs that will only be in the low to mid 40s. But that front is also delivering those showers. Timing wise, a little bit of an update. I think by the afternoon, we'll start to see some showers by about dinner time, more of the periods of that heavier rain. But the good news too, if you're just trying to spend some time outside, we are looking at most of this wrapping up by early on Sunday. So another look at it. There are the showers by about 4 o'clock. Some may be heavy at times. You may get a rumble of thunder here. But by about dinner, most of the heaviest begins to roll on through. So by Sunday morning, mainly dry. But you do notice once again a little bit of blue to the north and west. Could get some snow flurries on that brisk west-northwest wind. Adding up to about 1/4 of an inch, but that will be it for a while here. We've got a couple days, dry days next week. We will be watching, though, that Friday time period. We're starting to get into that busy travel Friday ahead of Thanksgiving, and that could impact travel, so eyes on that. 50 degrees today, brisk northwest winds. That continues tonight, down to about 35 degrees. We're once again close to 50 tomorrow. Could be an early high on Sunday, and then brisk and chillier for the afternoon, and that's the case through the middle of the week. Again, watching that rain by Friday. All right, 6:17 now. Adele, how are things moving along?
Not so great right now, at least not on McCarter Highway, Route 21 northbound in New Jersey here. Center Street to Rector Street, all lanes are subject to closure because of an ongoing fire through the area. The good news is it is looking like they may be opening up lanes shortly. So, but for the time being, your best bet is still to avoid the area there. Turnpike is still moving along just fine, so that would be a great option for you, or 1 and 9. FDR Drive northbound, 20th Street to 34th Street. 2 lanes remain closed off for construction. solid ride through the area. We also have southbound delays starting to trickle in through the 20s there. BQE westbound by the Kosciuszko Bridge, a crash takes out a lane with delays back to Queens Boulevard. And if you are heading onto the LIE, slow go heading into Woodhaven Boulevard. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. 6:30 a.m. right now on this Friday. It's November 14th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is tracking the commuter alerts right now. Storm Team 4's Marie LaRosa is here with this Friday forecast.
Yeah, a little frosty out there. We have clear skies, though, so it's a pretty start. Bright skies. And just to confirm it, we check in with Chopper 4. Guys, thank you so much for this beautiful view. Crystal clear skies. Just that little bit of cloudiness offshore. Some of those streamers coming now. We have still that west-northwest flow, again, adding to the chill. But for the most part, fair skies. It's far north and west. Again, with that flow, you have got some clouds, maybe a few flurries trying to fly by from Pike and Sullivan counties. We've got 41 at Central Park, 36 in White Plains, 39 in Massapequa and Islip. Winds right now manageable, get a little gustier as the afternoon goes on, so you still want to bundle up. We'll be about 49 degrees at lunchtime, sun and clouds. 50 will be the high, so we'll be close to that into the afternoon. And then the evening skies stay dry by 10 o'clock. Still a little bit of a breeze and right about 44 degrees. All right, coming up on 6:31, a lot of slowdowns. What's the latest, Adele?
Yeah, we are definitely hitting a few issues out there. First up, BQE westbound by the Kosciuszko Bridge. We do have a crash here taking out the left lane. Delays all the way back to Northern Boulevard. We will, of course, keep a close eye on this, keep you posted there. Into New Jersey here, it does look like we're seeing movement now on McCarter Highway, Route 21 both ways, Center Street to Rector Street, but still expect to see fire department activity through the area. And we've got a jackknife tractor trailer on the Turnpike southbound outer roadway over by exit 8. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you. 6:31 right now.
38 right now. School is among us, as they say.
It is
It's about to happen.
Tick-tock time, yes. We are looking at it through the neighborhoods this morning at the bus stop. Fair skies, a few more clouds, but recess outside. It'll be dry with temperatures staying in the mid and upper 40s, near 50 degrees. Rain, though, catches up with us this weekend. Have an update on the timing so you can plan those outdoor activities coming up in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Still ahead, bringing AI to...
Can't believe 95 has been 30 years ago. If you are heading onto the roads right now, though, BQE westbound side right by the LIE, actually just past it. Exit 35, we do have a crash taking out a lane coming up in a few minutes. We're going to break down the delays for you, but let's take a live look outside right now. Onto the inbound approach to the Lincoln Tunnel, you can expect to see about 15 minutes in slowdowns. Darlene, Michael?
Adele, thanks, and you can...
All right, a cold beach morning there, Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey at 6:42. Now to some artifacts uncovered by students at West Babylon Junior High School that's on Long Island.
They opened a time capsule from 1995. So what was inside? Today, New York's Paisy Chang shows us and how the students of today are now paying it forward.
We love everything about it because you saw the teachers really embracing and dancing 95.
I know, and the kids act like
the kids are like, when was that?
They were so deprived back in 95.
I mean, to not know what whoop there it is when that originated from.
Come on now.
Come on.
Great. Well, of course, I got to think about weather in the mid-90s. And 1995-96 season, December, January, February, was one of our snowiest winters on record. In fact, at 58.8 inches of snowfall during that time happened to be coinciding with a very strong El Nino. We're in a bit of a neutral phase when it comes to El Nino right now. I know I'm opening up a whole, let's talk about the winter forecast, but for another time. We are looking ahead, not snow, but rainfall. Not today, not the first half of tomorrow, but by tomorrow afternoon into the overnight. But if you're making plans to maybe get some yard work done, we've got Sunday afternoon drying out with those cold front coming on through and those winds whipping. So that's a whole other part of our weather story. The precipitation chances, yes. So it's this weekend and then dry for a couple days, watching next Friday for our next weather maker. And again, we're starting to get into a time frame where it's going to be a busy travel Friday ahead of Thanksgiving. So we'll be watching that closely. Otherwise today, though, on this Travel Friday, looking good. We have bright skies out there, 41 degrees, just a little bit of a wind right now. So the wind chill factor is 37. It will be a little gustier as the day goes on. So it's another day. Grab the coat, maybe that scarf, and more clouds for the midday. We'll see 48 degrees by noontime, on our way up to about 50 for the high. Stays dry through this evening with temperatures in the 40s. So kind of fine tuning the where and when with the rain. Saturday afternoon, I stop our model here at 4:30. So some scattered showers, a little bit steadier, heavier at times into that dinner time period. Maybe even a rumble of thunder, and then it pivots on through, so it's out by Sunday morning. But again, the winds will really start to take over, and so it's going to be a chillier second half of Sunday, definitely by Monday. So 50 today, that sunset, by the way, 4:38. We'll see a little more cloud cover, though, during the afternoon, and then 35 degrees overnight tonight, 50 with a dry start tomorrow, and then, of course, those showers move in. Then it's dry but chilly to start the week. Monday, Tuesday, highs only in the low to mid 40s. Next round of wet weather, form of rain for now as we see it, will be Friday. All right, 6:47, Adele, a lot of delays, slowdowns. What's the latest?
Yes, definitely a pretty busy start to our pretty busy end to the work week here. Jackie Robinson Parkway eastbound by exit 6 from Metropolitan Avenue. We've got a crash that's just popped up. It's taking out a lane, but it's already causing major backups through the area. Also expect to see some rubbernecking delays on the westbound side. BQE westbound right by the Kosciuszko Bridge. This crash now taking out 2 lanes here. And it actually, scratch that, it looks like it's just been cleared from the roadway. Hopefully those delays will start to ease up as you make your way into the Kosciuszko Bridge itself. You are going to be seeing some taps on the brakes. And then into New Jersey here, Turnpike southbound outer roadway over by exit 8A. We are dealing with a jackknife tractor trailer taking out 2 lanes. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, thank you. Morning, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It's Friday, November 14th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is tracking our roads and routes as we end this work week. And Storm Team 4's LaRosa here. We look at today's forecast. We just had beautiful views once again today.
I know. It's a nice wrap up to the week. It's clear, it's crisp out there, and we love seeing that sunshine. We need some of that vitamin D. We got a little glimpse of that during the afternoon yesterday, too. So going to hang on to that. We will see more clouds. I'll talk about that in a second. But stepping out, yeah, we're 5-10 degrees cooler than we were this time yesterday. So we're right back into the 30s and 40s, not far off from what is average. With a cloud picture, so some patchy clouds, but even to the north and west, still that persistent northwest flow. Got a few flurries that may try and get going in the Poconos and the Catskills, north and west, and will be enough to touch off some clouds by later on this afternoon. 48 degrees by noontime. It's still a bit of a breeze from time to time, keeping that high of 50, feeling a little bit cooler, and more of the same this evening. Mid 40s, so bundle up if you're going to be out, and then fair skies, dry skies heading into the overnight. All right, so let's get an update on what has been a slow commute in some of those typical spots. What's the latest, Adele?
Well, latest is a quick reminder, first off, with your R&W trains out of Canal Street, you're not going to have any transfer to the JZ, NQ, or 6 trains from the Uptown platform, so give yourself some extra time. This is going to be running until January because of some long-term track work. Onto the roadways right now. Turnpike southbound outer roadway, we are seeing 2 lanes closed off here over by exit 8A because of a jackknife tractor trailer that usually takes some extra time to clear out, so you are going to need to give yourself some extra time through the area there. Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much.
With Maria now on this Friday morning and see how it's doing. 41 degrees right now.
Yes, we've got a cool breeze too. Nothing too wild right now, but it is out of the west-northwest, and that will be an issue later today as it get a little gustier, so it stays cool. I'm tracking showers arriving earlier than we were looking at it just a couple days ago, but that's going to usher in, still on time, the next round of very chilly conditions. All the details in the 10-day.
Still to come. Thank you, Maria.
Okay, I don't know if you want to hear everyone's imagination, but I like the idea. I do. Cross Bronx Expressway, westbound side, over by exit 4A. We do have a crash taking out a lane, causing major backup through the area. Coming up in a few minutes, though, we're going to let you know what your commute is going to look like for the day ahead. Here's a live look outside right now onto the Gowanus Expressway through Industry City. You're watching Today in New York.
Look at that. That's so unfair.
Wow. Yeah, I think it does. You might be right. You've got that gravitational pull, just pulling the sunshine. Yes, we've got the clear skies. Yankee Stadium looking good. And if you're counting, less than 100 days until pitchers and catchers report. But we are looking very fall-like, very mid-November-like, with temperatures today staying in the mid and upper 40s to about 50 degrees through lunchtime. So we'll call it 45 through 10 o'clock, 48 at Noontime, west-northwest winds will be brisk and gusty at times, so you still need to bundle up with that high near 50. Dry skies and still in the low to mid 40s through this evening. Got some frosty spots later on tonight. In fact, waking up below freezing, Sussex, Poughkeepsie, Monticello, close to freezing from Bridgeport, and White Plains will end up right about 35 for the city. But again, dry skies. That changes by the afternoon. You can see overall, though, our rain chances shifting a little bit earlier. So an earlier start, earlier finish. So we get a good chunk of Saturday that's dry and a good chunk of Sunday that will be dry. And then beyond that, some dry days ahead. We'll be watching the next round by Friday. Of course, we're starting to get into the busy travel weekend ahead of Thanksgiving. So we'll keep an eye on that for maybe some travel impact. But again, that's next week. This weekend, watching Saturday afternoon, our future radar here, hour by hour forecast showing some spotty showers, maybe heavy at times into this evening. I should say tomorrow evening, not this evening, tomorrow evening, and then out by Sunday morning. Beyond that, you can get a sense we are going to see some very gusty west-northwest winds, and it's going to be cold come Monday morning. 50 degrees, though, today, and a brisk northwest wind, a little gusty at times, down to 35 degrees overnight tonight. So we'll be close to 50 again Saturday. This could be an early high, and then a little bit chillier for Sunday afternoon. But again, dry skies through Thursday with highs in the mid and upper 40s. All right, let's get an update on the slowdown out there. Adele, good morning.
Good morning, Maria, and good morning to everyone streaming with us. Now, if you are heading out the door right now, we are definitely hitting a few issues out there. We've actually got Chopper 4 live over one of those issues. It's been going on for a bulk of the morning here. It's on the southbound side of the New Jersey Turnpike outer roadway over by exit 8A. We've got a jackknife tractor trailer. This is involving other tractor trailers as well, so definitely give yourself some extra time through there, and also watch for some midday construction on the thruway northbound by exit 16. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you very much.
Google